No matter what map you're playing or situation you're in, it's very important to know that once the offense is able to put the bomb down, the roles switch for the two sides. Therefore, the offense is now defending the bomb, and the defense is on the attack. So as soon as the offense is able to plant the bomb, assuming you're on defense, you have to look at three factors. The first one is time. So once the bomb is planted, you actually have 37.5 seconds from the time it's planted until the time you have to begin defusing. This is because originally you have a 45-second bomb timer, but the bomb defuse time is 7.5 seconds. This results in you having 37.5 seconds to defuse the bomb. This means that you have to be very quick and aggressive with your attack while remaining calm and decisive. Once the bomb is planted, if you're on defense, you're actually most likely in an unfavorable situation. You have to be able to clear the entire area of the bomb and kill the players and still have time to defuse the bomb. The second factor is the force. You have to understand how many players are on your team and how many players the other team has. For instance, if you have 3 players up on your team and the other team has 4 players up, you know that not only are you already man down, but they already have the advantage because they planted the bomb. This will change the way that you attack the bomb site. The third factor is location. You have to understand where your teammates are located on the map versus the bomb site. Once you understand where your teammates are, you have to consider where they should be playing from once they plant the bomb. Okay, so now let's just assume the bomb was just planted B and we're on defense. We're going to assume this is a 2v2 situation, which means the force is 2 versus 2. Using the time, we know that we have about 37.5 seconds from the time the bomb is planted until the time we have to begin defusing. Knowing that it's a 2v2, let's just assume my teammate and I are together back A here, and they just planted B site. So more than likely, one of them is going to be watching his teammate plant, and the other one's going to be obviously on the bomb. So we can assume that at the time they plant, they're both going to be at the bomb. Now, we have to think about what they're going to actually do after the time they plant. So we have to know that we only have 37.5 seconds, so like I mentioned before, we have to be very quick, and we have to make decisions on what we're going to do and how we're going to execute. So first, we have to know the common bomb spots. Now, there's a couple that are very common. So the main one is going to be planting out here on the edge and having a player either sitting in sushi here and being able to check bomb like this, or they're going to be back near this semi. They could be anywhere in this area, but more than likely, they can either watch bomb and check it from here, or they can check bomb from up here. Most likely, they're going to be up here, but they're probably going to be watching their flank. So if your teammate and you are both coming from flank, you want to be ready for one to be here, either here or coming to this semi. If you do not see them coming this way, you have to start thinking about the other plant spots. So a couple common ones are planning for here and having somebody check it from cut, or they can oftentimes sit in top windows. They can check it from here. Sometimes in 1v1s, people like to sit here, so you want to check this spot. Oftentimes people can sit in this corner and watch the pushes like this. The other common spot is here and checking around here. And then obviously you're going to have the stray member of their team that could be top window or anywhere around this area back site. Now the other thing you have to keep in mind is that you can always have someone flank your flank. So for example, if they plant here, there's a chance that one of them is mid when they're planting, watching the mid push from A. And then once they plant, they could be actually coming this way. So as you're working your way through their back spawn, they can be coming around and they can end up flanking your flank and end up right behind you within 10 to 15 seconds of the bomb plant. So you have to be very wary of what is going on. Like I said, a bomb plant situation where you have to defuse is never going to be in your favor unless it's a 1v2 or a 2v1 in your favor. It's almost always likely that they're going to have the odds in their favor once the bomb is down. Okay, so now the other situation that you could be put on is you're A site and they decide to plant B. So once again, right away, you're going to have 37.5 seconds from the time they plant until the time you have to start defusing. So since you're all the way over at A site, you need to be very quick. The fastest way you could probably get over is just coming straight out back. As soon as you're here though, you have to be careful because people like to sit in the back. They're going to be watching their flank. They could be in this corner. They could be back here. They could be top ladder. And then once you're in here, you need to clear this building very quickly. You want to check the room. Again, you want to check this corner. Once you're here, you want to make sure they're not on the semi. If you're coming from this way, it's going to be very hard to kill them if they're planning for the semi. Essentially, a lot of people are going to plant out here, and you can't really stretch that defuse without being shot from the semi. So either one of your members of your team is going to have to come up here, and you're going to have to rely on them to get this kill, or you're just going to have to both push up and hope that you have enough time to not only find them, kill them, but then also get to bomb. For this reason, if you're at A, it actually may be beneficial if one of your teammates, assuming you're in a 2v2, 3v3, 4v4, or 5v5, you want to have at least part of your team push this way and try and flush out the guy that's on their spawn side. And then the other member of your team or yourself is going to want to come through your spawn side. And that way you can collapse on them, and hopefully both of you can pick up your kills and you'll be able to defuse most efficiently. My suggestion is, a lot of times when people plant B site, they're actually going to split up, assuming they're in a 2v2, 3v3. So maybe 2 people are going to stay on your spawn side, and then 1 person's going to play from the semi, or 2 people are going to play from semi sushi and fish, and 1 person's going to play from your spawn side. So really, you guys want to split up too. You don't all want to push from your side, because if you do that, you're giving them such an advantage coming from your side, as they have complete control of their spawn and are able to easily hold down the bomb. Okay, so now we're actually going to analyze a match from the Call of Duty World League Las Vegas Day 2. It was Heretics versus Evil Geniuses, and in this situation, Evil Geniuses has a 5-4 advantage. Lucky had just died, and they have bomb down at B. So in this situation, as you can see on the map, you have 1 Heretics player near the B bomb site. He's in mid, and then the other 3 are going to be coming on the flank. Now, as you can see from EG's setup, they play very similar to how I just explained in these situations. So they're going to have 1 guy near the semi. He's going to be pushing up to it, I believe, and then 1 guy near, or in sushi, as you can see right here. And then they're going to have somebody in the top B building, and it looks like 2 people right on the back semi right by B bomb. So in this situation, you're going to see here 3 are going to be on the flank, and 2 is going to be coming from the spawn, their spawn side. And in this situation, since they have a 3v2, they're going to push it out, and 2 needs to be very patient if they want to win this fight. So let's just play it out a little bit and see what happens. So as I said, what you can just see just happened is they come through, they actually traded out because they're looking in these power positions. They know if the bomb is planted, there's a good chance that one's going to be near the semi and one's going to be in sushi. They just killed that guy in sushi because they have a 2v1, and now it's a 2v, let's see, what is it here? It's a 4v3 because they had a 1-for-1 trade. 2 is still being patient here in mid. He's taking his time, and as you can see, one of the EG players backs up. So there's now 2 near the B bomb, or there's now 3 near the B bomb site. 1's in cut, 2 are by the building, and then 1 player is going to come in here in sushi and get this trade. As you can see, 2 just actually got over aggressive here. I wouldn't say over aggressive because there's only 30 seconds, but he decides to go in, try and get a kill, and he gets killed by Saints. So now in this situation, I believe it's now a 3v2 with both players in the back, and 3 EG players have adjusted very nicely and are playing from their, or the Heretics side on B bomb site. And now more kills getting traded out. So they know they only have 26 seconds. They have to push in very quickly. They know 1 player is playing from this cut, and they're able to get this. This EG player actually went over aggressive here, pushed towards semi, and is able to drop, or they're able to drop him. So now it's a 2v2. They know 1 player was in the cut, and more than likely, from what we've seen in these spots, this guy is either back B building or he's top B building, just because of the spots. So they know exactly where 2 players should be. They only have 19 seconds. They need to push this out very quickly. They actually are able to find him. They see him, and they know one's still cut. So they have exact information on where both these players are. They've played this very well up to this point. The only problem that they had was the number 2 player actually pushed in a little bit too early. I would have waited for my teammates to push up. So now they know they have to push out these fights. They pushed in. What happened is they kill the guy in cut because they know they have to push out these fights. They kill him. Then now it's a 2v1, but they only have like 12 seconds. So one goes after the guy for B building, and Royalty is actually able to kill him and the second player as well. So they're able to win this, or EG is able to win the round. But overall, Heretics actually played that very well. They had a 3v2 in the back of the B bomb site on the offensive side spawn, and then they had a 1v2 on their spawn side. The one player, number 2, as I pointed out, should have waited for his teammates to get the kills on the backside and it push up. But other than that, they played that very well. They checked the spots that I mentioned before, and they were almost able to retake that site, which is almost impossible to do in a 4v5 situation. I hope you guys have learned a lot from this video. One thing to note is that B bomb site is almost impossible to retake, no matter if you have the advantage or not once the bomb is planted. There's just so many areas that they can defend the bomb from, and so therefore it's going to be very hard to retake the bomb almost in every single situation. So never get disappointed if you can't retake. The main advice I can give defending teams is have someone spot the bomb. So for example, right off the break, have them shoulder peek this area and make sure that nobody's attacking the bomb. If they see somebody, rather than have them attack that person, have them just get out of there. This will give the rest of your team that's at A time to flank through your spawn and get back to B to successfully defend the bomb. Once bomb goes down, it's much harder to defend. But if you can have one player here spotting for you, you have a big heads up whether they're coming to B or not. Assuming that you don't have that though, any retake situation is always going to be very difficult, like I mentioned. I wish you guys the best of luck and hope that you guys learned a couple things. If you guys did enjoy this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'm always live streaming on Twitch if you want to see me play live. And without further ado, I will see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.